In Austin, we want our corridors to link people to each other, to local institutions, and to daily destinations. We're using our corridor studies as guides for existing and future development. East Riverside is an important corridor in Austin's future. Originally a country lane that led into the city, East Riverside Drive was built in the middle of the last century with the car in mind. The East Riverside corridor is about 3.5 miles long, stretching between Interstate 35 and Highway 71. Today, the corridor is a place for cars more than a place for people. In 2007, the City Council recognized a combination of aging and underutilized buildings on East Riverside Drive, plus an opportunity with proposed rail service coming in. With this and instances of redevelopment and displacement already occurring, the Austin City Council initiated a master planning effort for East Riverside in 2007. The objective was clear. The city needed to balance a desire for improvements with the needs of residents of all incomes and backgrounds. The master planning effort took 2 years for community engagement and input in 2008 and 2009. Then, on February 25, 2010, the Austin City Council adopted the East Riverside Corridor Master Plan as an amendment to the citywide comprehensive plan. This master plan presents a long-term vision for how the East Riverside Corridor can redevelop into an attractive, people-friendly roadway with local destinations. An important element of the East Riverside Corridor Master Plan is enhancing the design and quality of new development. The goal is to create places where people can live, work, shop, and interact within walking distance of one another. Additional goals of the East Riverside Corridor Master Plan include improving the area's appearance and reducing criminal activity, frequent rail and bus service, accommodating pedestrian, bike, transit, and automobile traffic, safe pedestrian flow across East Riverside Drive, housing options for a range of incomes, providing parks and open space, and creating unique and memorable places in the area. Since the adoption of the master plan, we have been working to make the goals of the plan the reality for the corridor. First, a transportation study currently underway is exploring how to transform East Riverside into a more complete street, with space and amenities for pedestrians, bicyclists, and people riding the bus or a train. Another arm of implementation is laying out rules that will help realize the community's vision for a more vibrant, functional, and beautiful East Riverside. These rules, often referred to as regulations, will guide new development and redevelopment. These tailor-made regulations for East Riverside will help individual construction projects create quality sidewalk areas and better connections to neighborhoods over time. The regulating plan is different from conventional zoning in significant ways. It's tailored to meet the East Riverside Corridor vision. It integrates public streets and sidewalks nicely with private buildings. It integrates zoning with urban design standards, and it promotes a walkable street network. You can find the draft East Riverside Corridor Regulating Plan online at eastriversidecorridor.com or a hard copy at the Ruiz Branch Library at 1600 Grove Boulevard.